Hey guys, it's Ahmed from Recruitable University and welcome to our recruitment program. We are now on module 3. So we've covered 2 modules already. We've covered beginning or the foundation of recruitment. We've covered selecting a niche. So now you've understood what recruitment is, what is required from you. You know what niches are, how to select a niche and identify a high value niche. Let's get into the heart of the recruitment process, which is finding talent acquisition, finding the right candidates. So this is the part where you get your hands dirty. This is the part where you actually do the work. So the first 2 modules, let's just say, were more of the theoretically side of things. Now it's going to be very, very practical. I need you to pay very, very close attention to what I'm about to tell you. And honestly, from just these websites alone, you can earn thousands, and no exaggeration. Myself, I'm starting a new project at the moment. We are launching very, very soon, and we're literally just using one website to get pretty much all of our data from. And I'm going to be sharing with you what that website is and how you can do the same. So let's get into it. So on this module, we've got 5 sub lessons. We've got job posting and advertising, building and maintaining a talent pool, implementing and managing an application tracking system, an ATS, pre-boarding process and documentation, and also what else you can do in order to get candidates, which is thinking outside the box, and other ways of acquiring talent to your agency. So let's get right into it. Job posting and advertising, creating and managing job posting. It is a must. If you are going to attract candidates, you have to create and manage job posting. You've got to be creating job posts. So you can make it a tailored job post. You can use ChatGPT. You can make it, it's very, very appealing to your audience or your market that you're going for, and make sure then you are constantly posting on different platforms. We'll be going through the platforms I would recommend you to do. And first and foremost, one of them is your own website. You must have on your website a place where you have your own vacancies. So candidates will come to your website, your agency, look at, okay, this agency has these jobs on their website. So you'll get a huge amount of applicants from your website. This is really, really good. It's organic candidates and it doesn't cost you anything. You're not spending thousands or hundreds in marketing. You're just literally putting vacancies on your website. What vacancies would I recommend that you put on your website? So let's just say you've chosen the healthcare niche. So go on your competitors' websites, go on other agencies, go on, I would say go on other providers, NHS, and go on their website and see what vacancies they've got out there, and you want to have similar vacancies on your website. So make sure that you've got constant vacancies always on your website. It's a huge plus for candidates. It shows that you are a busy agency. It shows that you've got the work that they are looking for, and it shows that you are competent and you know your market very well. So website applications are very important. So make sure once you've created your website that you have a page for your vacancies to sit on, and candidates are able to apply, submit their CVs, their numbers, their names to your website directly. So for example, on the website applications, I will give you a website here and just to show you what it should look like. So make sure once you're building your website, you ask your web developer to build you something similar where you've got a page for your candidates to apply, submit their email address, their names, their contact number, their postcodes, etc., and a place where they can upload their CVs. So why is this important? You are capturing data, you're capturing your candidates who are applying for vacancies. And what happens is once they apply for these vacancies, those will be forwarded over to your email address, and you'll get in lifetime get to see who's went on your website and applied, what vacancies they've applied for, and you'll get a lot of candidates coming your way. So it's really good having a page on your website. So it's a very important thing. And do not forget, once you're building your website, to whether you're building yourself or you get someone to build it for you, that they include an application page where candidates can apply for vacancies on your website. Okay, then we've got targeting niche job boards. What is a job board before we go into the niche job boards? And I'll give you an example what a job board is. You've got one here, CV Library, and I'll go into CV Library very, very shortly. So targeting niche job boards. So if you're going into, let's say, the admin sector, receptionist, that sort of field, then what job boards are the right ones for you? To having a quick Google online, and you'll be able to find the right job boards for you. Top of my head, when it comes to recruiting for admin and sort of medical and admin and clerical staff, I would say Reed is probably the right job board. When it comes to finding medical staff, you've got Total Jobs and CV Library as well. So making sure that you've got a job board where you can find candidates. So the one that I personally use myself is CV Library, and it's very, very straightforward. You just click on CV Library over here. You look for the industry you're looking for. So if you're looking for a, let's just say a dental dental hygienist, let's just say dental hygiene therapist. Cool. You just do view results. So you can narrow it down. Submitted since, I would say, last 2 months. And I'm going to leave it all open in terms of location wise. And we can find, let's see how many we can find here. Okay, so this is quite narrow. So if we just say dental. Okay, so we've got 5,320. You've got dentist over here. So the first one here, we've got Asif Mahmood, a dentist in Huddersfield. So what I normally do is click CV, and if I'm recruiting in Huddersfield and I'm looking for a dentist, this is the first candidate I find. View his contact details, and there you go. You've got his name, number, his email address, and yeah, and pretty much where he's worked in the past. So this is a really, really good way of building your database. Just you can download these CVs, and once you've downloaded them, you could store them somewhere safely where you can always reference back to them. So this is a really, really easy way of building a candidate database. So you can go back on a CV library. Let's just say, for example, we're looking for a nurse. Bear in mind, you've got over 20 million CVs on CV Library. We've just got 33,912 nurses being displayed. We've all submitted their CVs in the past 2 months alone. So it's a huge amount of candidates available. So the way I look at it is I look at the location. So if I'm recruiting in, let's just say, Northwest London, I've got 5,000 candidates in West London. So this is a really, really good tool to have in order to build your database and to find the right talent for your clients. And once you find someone for them, then what you do is you just download a copy of the CV. So let's say it's over here, we've got Tatiana, and all you have to do is download CV, and that's it. It's downloaded. CV done. And you can view the contact details, and it'll tell you their mobile numbers, their personal email addresses as well. So it's really, really a good tool to have, and you just copy and paste this email. You can write her a nice email now, just saying, hey, Tatiana, I just came across your CV on CV Library, and I was just looking at, or I was just wondering if you were available for any work at all. If you are, and I've got these vacancies in your area, and you can write down what you've got available for her, or you can ask her, hey Tatiana, I've just came across your CV in CV Library. I'd love to have a chat with you. When are you available for a quick call? And then, yeah, you've got the number here. So you can get on the phones to her and try to find her work that suits what she is looking for. Okay, and then you've got finding candidates info on LinkedIn and Indeed. And just before I move on, quickly go back on the last slide, just to let you know, CV Library is a really, really good tool. So is the other job boards, but it's personally the one that I'm using. It depends on what package you go for. The pricing, it could start from anything up to £100 plus a month. It can be slightly dearer depending on the package that you choose, and it could be slightly less as well, depending on how many users, etc., you take on with them. But just to give you an idea overall on what this sort of website or this database will charge you is about, give or take, about just over £100 a month. But the returns on that is honestly really, really great. And yeah, so let's get back into finding candidates. So again, as I said earlier, this is literally the heart of recruitment. This is the part where you get really, really practical and go out there and find candidates. Candidates are not going to fall on your lap. You've got to go out there and find candidates. Another tool that I use is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is absolutely free. You can get LinkedIn Recruiter, which is quite dear. I'm not sure how much it is. Last time it was a couple of grand. It's quite expensive, so it's not something I'd recommend that you get on from the get-go. But what I liked about LinkedIn is you can use automations. You can use sort of other automations that are attached or extensions. And I'll show you what I mean by this. So I use a company called Lead Leaper. So Lead Leaper, what it does is an extension. So this is an email finder, and this is really good in terms of finding candidates whom you're looking for. So if you are looking, so let's go on LinkedIn and let's just search software engineer. Okay, let's try to find software engineers. Okay, so we go on LinkedIn and we look for software engineers. Okay, so you've got one over here, Tamim Safi. So if we do Tamim over here, we click on the extension and it'll read their emails if there's any emails associated on the LinkedIn. And if I view my list, then there should be one over here. Here we go. So we've got Tamim's email address. So I've got Tamim's email address over here, and I've got even his office number. So, and it tells me what he is. He's a senior software engineer at JP Morgan Chase and Co. So this is a really, really quick and organic way of finding a candidate, sorry, for clients in order to get business from your clients. So what you do is just copy the email and you can just email Tamim with a nice email saying, I've got vacancies for senior software engineers in your area, paying really, really good rates. What is your best contact number, or are you available for a quick call? And yeah, you get on the phone to them and give them a quick call in order to get his CV. So once you have the CV, then you're a step closer to potentially placing your candidates and finding them work. Another automation that I like to use is Zoho Recruit. I'm not logged on at the moment to fully show you, but I'll show you the website here. What Zoho Recruit does is you put your vacancies out on Zoho Recruit, and it will then put it out on literally so many different job boards. It'll put it out on all the free job boards for you on your behalf. So one post that you do on this website will go on potentially 15 to 20 different websites, and it just widens your horizon or widens the audience that are able to reach you. So all these automations are really, really handy to have. And again, some of them you pay for, some of them are free, like LinkedIn is free. The extension I was using was called Lead Leaper, which costs, you can get a free version, which gives you 100 credit. So every email address you get is a credit. And then anything after that, you have to pay for it, or you can get it for £50 a month. And for 50 quid a month, you get 1,000 credit and 1,000 people. So it'll give you 1,000 candidates that you can download from LinkedIn. And even though it costs you £50, but you can literally make from one placement alone thousands and thousands of pounds. So it's really worth having. Zoho Recruit costs about 20 quid a month. And what that does is you post your jobs or whatever vacancies that you have on Zoho Recruit, and it will post it out to 15 different websites for you like right away, and it posts out to 3 websites as well. So it's really, really cool tool to have. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one.